La Yasha'ala, which means to Israel. Imagine, which means to stand. Upon the hop down, which means to face the east. All right. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Avanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Ayah, Shukah, Yahweh, Malakwatka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathan Lanawa, Lakam, Call Yawam, Basalak Nanawa, Kawawak Nawa, Chasalak Nawa, Kawawak Yanawa, Wala'ah, Taba'ah Nawa, Vanasa One, Abal, Hawashaidawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamlakwa, Wa Allah, Wa Tapara, La Awlamya, Aman. The Lord's Prayer in English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Amen. The Kop, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Baba Kashah, Nathan Lanaw, the Kop, La Ba'ah, Kal Makalah, Kal Manawa, the Kop, La Tahar, Hamakazaria, the Kop, La Hakim, Hamathim, the Kop, Arakawat, Hatama Allah, the Garshin, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Wada Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barak Lanawa, Vayasha'ala, Bahavayath, Saparian, Barak, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Tawada Aman. In English, what we just said was, Lord, in the name of Yahushai, bless us in Israel, in the school, in the name of Yahushai, Jesus Christ. Thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Aharyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azaria, Ma'ayim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'aratazah, Ayathan, Lamawats, Ragalka, Al-Yanawam, Shemarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Shazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashemat, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Ra, Yashamar Akapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar Tazaatka, Wawawatka, Mayatha, Wa'ai, Slaga, Wa'ai, Awalam. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help coming from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Adamiyalaka, Alta Karash, Wa Alta Shakwat, Al Kayahana, Awabika, Yahamayawan, Ra'ash, Al Amaka, Yarayamba, Sawadat, Wayatha Yatazawa, Altaza Pawanyaka, Amara, Lakawa, Manakak Yadam, Magoya, Wala Aya Sakar, Shamya Sha'ala, Iwata, Kaya, Nawatazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Alyaka, Bariaf, Yakarakwa, Ahoja, Adawam, Waya Shema Alayam, Mawa'awa, Wabdarya, Kabal, Waimawan, Waimalak, Palashaf, Amyashabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Aiman, Hayawa, Zarwai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamadyam, Kasaya, Sara'a, Kayabi, Wanakol, Kuyashwan, Nashimatwa, Bayan Ma'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Sheathamwa, Nada, Yamawa, Taira, Wakazapak, Wakatazor Mana, Karnasi Akumba, Ashar, Amarwa, Narasha, Lanawa, Ath, Naawa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shathamwa, Kagogala, Kakwach, Lapanya Rawaka, Kaach, the Byria Ira, Wat Kalapa, Talahat, Harium, Khan, Thardatma, Vasiraka, Wabasa Wapatka, Talaham, Mala'a, Tanyaham, Falawan, Waya Bakwashwa, Shanka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya Bahawa, Ayai, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Daiwa, Kaya Atha, Shanka, Yahawa, Labatka, Al-Yawan, Al-Kaharataza. Psalms 83 in English. Hear not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee are lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off of being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and Hagarians, Gabal and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre, Ashur also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth, make their numbers like a red, and like Zeb, yea, are the princes as the Ba, and as the Moon, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flames set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. Power structures. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Comitazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way, and try to stop us to broadcast your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabriel come down to flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always. So be it. All right, sorry. which means to turn. All right. Yeshavu, which means to be seated. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Let's see what's going on here. All right, Most High in Christ. All right. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. Good night. All right. All right, first things first, let's clap it up. All right. Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar. Alataba Hashem Yahushua to the sisters. All right. I am priest and officer 5000, Maccabia, out of Twin Cities, ISBK, Minnesota, with the Sabbath service. As you know, we do every Saturday, Lord allow. So we are still in the book of Numbers, and we are going to go ahead and continue on, with the chapters, with the stories. All right. Slap it up. Give me a second here. Okay. Most time first. All right. So, we ain't going to go ahead and waste no time. We are going to get into it. So on the screen, right, or the title, in the title, we are in Numbers chapter 5, verse 31, all the way to chapter 7, verses 21. All right. If anybody has any questions or concerns, please type it into the chat. All right. We do answer questions. We are not the Christian church. However, we are however, in the UPK, we are certified priests. All right. So we do answer any questions that you might have. Okay. Now, before we get into Numbers, Numbers chapter 5, verse 31, right? So earlier in this chapter, you start to read about a situation that's very, very important in today's time, which is counsel. Counsel amongst, men and women, especially if you are in a marriage and some type of relationship, and you have issues and problems, whether it be whoredom, a situation where a woman might, there might be some suspicion of your woman cheating on you or whoring on you. All right. You take that to the priest of the Lord. There might be a situation where, your husband might be doing something out of order that's unlawful. You take it to the priest of the Lord. Like, so that's pretty much what we are going to continue on speaking about. And then, changing to a different piece of this chapter, going into chapter 6 and 7. So, yeah. All right. So once again, if you have any questions or concerns, please type it into the chat. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. All right. So let me see some. Where are we? Okay. Let me get there real quick. So 1, all the way, so 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute, it's locking. Oh, okay. Most High in Christ. All right. So first I'm going to read into the Hebrew, and then we are going to translate it into the English. Anytime that you speaking a different language, you have to translate it to the language that everyone is familiar with. That's speaking in speaking in tongues. If you don't do that, then you're going to lose the people, and it's going to be confusing. All right. If most people do not know how to don't understand ancient Paleo Hebrew, so when you speak in that language that is not common to most people, you have to translate it in the language that most people have some type of commonality with. All right, which is English in America. Okay. So let's go ahead and get to it. This is Numbers chapter 5, verse 31. Wa nakwa hayash my one wa sha hawa tasha ath awana. Numbers chapter 6, verse 1. Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, La Amar. Verse 2. Dabar, Al, Baniah, Yasha'ala, Wa Amarath, Alaham, Ayash, Awa, Asha, Kaya, Yapala, La Nadar, La Nadar, Nadar, Nazir, Nazir, Laha Zayar, La Yahweh. Verse 3. Mayayan, Washakar, Yaziyar, Kamash, it's like Kamataza, Yayan, Wakamataza, Shakar, La'a, Yashata, Wakal, Masharath, Ainabian, La'a, Yashata, Wainabian, Lakium, Wayabashim, La'a, Yaakov, verse 4, Ka'al, Yamya, Nazarwa, Makal, Ashar, Yaisha, Magapan, Hayayan, Salaki, 1 second. Makaratazanium. Wa'ai, Zad, La'a, Yaakov, verse 5, Ka'al, Yamya, Nadar, Nazarwa, Ta'ar, La'a, Yaibar, Al, Ra'ashwa, I, Mala'ath, Hayam, Ashar, Yaziyar, La Yahweh, Fudash, Yahaya, Gadol, Parai, Sha'ar, Ra'ashwa, verse 6, last verse, Ka'al, Yamya, Haziyarwa, La Yahweh, Al, Napash, Math, La'a, Yaba'a. And that's it on that. Stop it up. All right. Shalaki. All right, let's go ahead and get into the English. Shalaki, y'all give me 1 second here. 1 moment. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the English real fast. All right. This is Numbers chapter 5, verse 31. So once again, before I dive into this, understand that earlier in this chapter, it speaks about a situation where a man and a woman brings forth their situation to the priest as far as an issue, right? And in this scenario, it was speaking about how a woman, if she was considered to be a whore, right, she would have to drink a cup with the sweepings of the temple mixed together. So like the sweepings, meaning the dust, the stuff that's on the ground, the sweepings would be poured in a cup with water. And if the woman drunk it and she threw it up, it was a sign that she was a whore, right? Now, if she drunk it and she wasn't a whore, meaning that she did not throw it up and she was able to digest it, it meant that she wasn't a whore, right? So we have certain practices in certain ways to, determine judgment, all right, justice, things of that sort. Also, too, like with the Levitical priesthood, with the Levites, how they would settle agreements or situations as far as judgment, they will cast lots with dice. That's why the symbol of the Levites is dice, all right? Because that's how they would cast lots. Casting lots will determine, this, that, or the third, all right? It will determine, hey, this means yes, that means no, this means go that way, that means go this way. Like casting lots would give you the answer to the questions or to a situation, okay? All right, but now today, of course, is very different. Now, of course, although the temple is gone, right? The temple being the one that Solomon had built, okay? That temple was gone. It was destroyed. It's no longer anymore. But however, the prophets and the priests are still here today. So when a situation comes where you have suspicion of your wife, possibly whoring on you, and you have some type of, evidence, so to speak, you bring it to the priest, you bring it to the council. All right, and that would be the generals of the ISUBK, of the school. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. Numbers chapter 5, verse 31. Then shall the man be guiltless from iniquity, and this woman shall bear her iniquity. So once again, that's just the last precept, the last scripture of chapter 5, just a continuation of what I was just speaking about now, okay? Numbers chapter 6, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when either man or woman shall separate themselves to vow, a vow of a Nazarite, to separate themselves unto the Lord. Verse 3, he shall separate himself from wine and strong drink, and shall drink no vinegar of wine, or vinegar of strong drink, neither shall he drink any liquor of grapes, nor eat moist grapes, or dry. 4, all the days of his separation shall he eat nothing that is made of vine tree, from the kernels even to the husk. 5, all the days of the vow of his separation, there shall no razor come upon his head, until the days be fulfilled, in the which he separated himself unto the Lord. He shall be holy, and shall let the locks of his hair of his head grow. 6, all the days that he separated himself unto the Lord, he shall come at no dead body. Now, there was a lot that I just read, right? So I'm just going to dissect it a little bit, and then we are going to keep going to the Hebrew, go back and forth, all right, between the Hebrew and to the English. Now, this is speaking about a Nazarite vow, all right? A Nazirite vow is an oath. Okay? An oath is that thing, it's a promise that cannot be broken. That's what a Nazirite vow is. It's an oath that you made to the Lord. Okay? And now, when it talks about the separation, right? When it comes to a Nazirite vow, it mentioned that you cannot have any strong drink, any type of wine. So this type of Nazirite vow is speaking about discipline. Okay? Discipline to the point of no liquor, no strong drink, no wine. And now when it talks about the locks of your hair, it's not talking about dreadlocks, because braids, when you braid, an actual braid, right? When you have strands of hair tied together, it's locked in. Okay, that's why like braids, when you weave it together, it's a lock, not dreadlocks. Okay, two different things. When you look at the Zondervan's Bible Dictionary, you see that braids are considered locks because you are locking it in place. You are weaving it together. You are weaving strands of hair together and it's locked, all right, to where it doesn't move unless you undo it, unravel it, take it out, right? Now, you're not putting a razor to your hair, meaning that you're not cutting your hair. You're allowing it to grow. You're not drinking, and you're not going to a funeral. Because when it says right here, he shall come at no dead body. So also too, with this promise, with this oath, as a priest or as a woman of the world, your duties is to strengthen yourself. That's the discipline of the Nazirite vow. Because when you don't have that Nazirite vow, you will go to that funeral. And understand that when it comes to priests and prophets, our thing is we have to go to war. We have to defend our nation. We have duties to take care of. And a lot of times we won't be able to go to a funeral. And family are going to pass. Loved ones are going to pass. Friends are going to pass. And it's going to mention how you're not going to be able to, if you take this oath, take this vow, you are not going to be able to do certain things. Also, too, when Peter, I want to say it was Peter, who went to Christ about, I believe, a loved one, when his parents had passed away. And Christ told Peter, let the dead bury the dead, because they had work to do. Somebody's going to take care of Peter's, family member that passed away. However, his family's going to take care of it. However, Peter had work to do. And when you take an oath and a work of the Lord, you may, you may have the opportunity where, you might take over someone's funeral service. It's called the, burial department. You may have to do this. You may have to do that. Whatever that duty and order is that comes from up top, from the man above you, you got to do it because you've taken an oath. But this Nazirite vow specifically for men and women, you have to stick to it. You can't groom your hair. All right, you can't cut your hair. You can't drink. You got to stay focused. And the drinking part is for you to be focused. All right. Because when you have a drink here and there, you're getting married in the sense of, sharing and then having a good time. When you take a Nazirite vow, you have to be disciplined and absolutely focused. It's like, you are doing this for the sake of you strengthening yourself. And also, too, the Most High is with you in this as well. Okay? This is something extremely spiritual, extremely, honorable amongst the Lord. All right? But now, however, is this forever? Absolutely not. That's why in the scriptures it says for a time. Okay? It's for a time. And a lot of people should take a Nazirite vow or take, an oath if you truly want to grow as a man or a woman. But you got to be serious about it. The Bible also says, let your nay be nay, let your yea be yea. And when you take a vow, you have to have a priest bear record and record it. Because if you take any type of fast, right? A fast or a vow, and nobody records it, it's as if it never happened. Because who is there to keep you accountable for this thing that you say that you're trying to fast about, or this oath or this promise that you're trying to take? Who is going to hold you accountable just in case you do slip up? Right? Now, one thing in the ISUPK is that we take a oath. The moment that you get that oil poured on your head as a young man, and you get up into the ranks as a sister, and you start to do marvelous work in the school, you are completely locked in with the Most High. There's no going back. Like this is not a game, but it's blood in or blood out. When it comes to serving the Most High, you have to be serious about his business. You can't backtrack and be like, you know what, it's not for me. I mean, you could do that, but I'm not sure how that's going to work out for you, because I'm not the Lord. But I know for some people, the Most High has called brothers, called sisters. Many are called, but few are chosen. And there is no going back to the world. There is no, oops, I made a mistake. It's either you are in or you're not. It's either you are serious about this work, you are serious about the duty that the Most High wants you to the Most High called you to be that man or woman of the Lord. Like that job and duty that he called you to do, you got to be serious about it, man. Because look at Christ and what he did. Look at all the prophets and priests in the Bible. Do you think that they had any chances to really make mistakes and try to backtrack? No, and we saw examples of what happened when you try to run from the Most High's, orders. It doesn't end well. So once again, many are called, but few are chosen. Who are you, though? Who are you in that scenario? Are you someone that's just gonna, treat this as a phase? Oh, I'm just with my Israelite brothers, this is something that I'm just gonna do for a couple of years. Or is this really life or death to you? All right, so I digress. Let's keep going. All right. So yeah, that's part of the Nazarite vow, but we are going to keep going on it. All right. Let's go back into the Hebrew. Let's see. 6, 7, 13. All right. All right. This is Numbers chapter 6, verse 7. La aba yawa. Wa la ama. La akya. Wa ala salaki. Wa la akwa. La a. Yasama'a. Laham. Bamatham. Kaya. Nazar. Alahayawa. Al. Ra'ashwa. Verse 8. Ka'ol. Yamya. Nazarwa. Kodash. Hawa'a. La Yahawa. Verse 9. Wakaya. Yamwath. Math. Aulawa. Bapatai. Pataam. Watama'a. Ra'ash. Nazarwa. Wagalak. Ra'ashwa. Bayawam. Taharathwa. Bayawam. Hashabaya. Yagalakwa. Verse 10. Wabayawam. Hashayanya. Yaba'a. Shakya. Taryam. Awa. Shanya. Banya. Yawana. Hakahan. Pathak. Aho. Mawa'ai. Verse 11. Wa'asha. Hakahan. Akkad. La Kata'ath. Wa'akad. La'ala. Wakapar. Auyua. Mashar. Mashar. Kata'a. Hanapash. Wakodash. Ra'ashwa. Bayawam. Hawa'a. Verse 12. Wahazayar. Layahawa. Yamya. Nazarwa. Wahabaya'a. Kabash. Bun. Shanathwa. Lasham. Wahayamyam. Harashanyam. Yapawa. Kaya. Tama'a. Nazarwa. Verse 13. So is it 13? Come. Last verse. Wasa'ath. Tawarath. Hanaziyar. Bayawam. Mala'ath. Yamya. Nazarwa. Yabaya. Athwa. Pathak. Aho. Mawa'ai. Sit on that. All right. Let's keep going. Numbers chapter 6. Numbers chapter 6, verse 7. He shall not make himself unclean for his father, or for his mother, for his brother, or for his sister, when they die, because the consecration of his God is upon his head. The consecration is talking about the separation, all right? So once again, when you have made this oath with the Most High, you can't go back. And it's going to speak about what happens if you decide to deviate from that oath that you have, taken with the Most High. Verse 8, all the days of his separation, he is holy unto the Lord. Holy meaning separate, all right? Okay? This fast is separating you, making you disciplined, okay? Verse 9, and if any man die very suddenly by him, and he have defiled the head of his consecration, then he shall shave his head, and the day of his cleansing, on the seventh day shall he shave it. Verse 10, and on the eighth day he shall bring 2 turtles or 2 young pigeons to the priest, to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. 11, and the priest shall offer the one for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering, and make an atonement for him, for that he sinned by the dead, and shall hallow his head that same day. 12, And he shall consecrate unto the Lord the days of his separation, and shall bring a lamb of the first year for a trespass offering. But the days that were before shall be lost, because his separation was defiled. And this is the law of the Nazarite. When the days of his separation are fulfilled, he shall be brought unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. So now, what it's speaking about is, so if your consecration, if your Nazarite vow gets interrupted because somebody has died by you, which makes you unclean, and if you deviate from it, you have to start all over. And you have to now make an atonement for defiling your Nazarite vow. Now you got to make amends. Now you got to make it right. Because you have broken this Nazarite vow, because it has been interrupted, so to speak, all that work that you put in for that vow, now it's lost. Now you got to start over. It means nothing. All right? Now you got to shave your head. Now you got to start from the beginning. And you have to repent. Okay? Just like anything, right? When you make an oath to the Lord and you break that oath, actually, how about this? When it comes to the nation of Israel, when you study the scriptures and you see the Hebrews, right? We are reading in the first 5 books of Moses. When you study the book of the Hebrews and you see, the mistakes that they made, the sins that they made concerning, against the Most High, and time again throughout the Bible, the Most High makes another contract with us, another covenant. He starts over with us over and over and over and over again. And every time we have to repent, we have to start over. Because the oath was broken. The contract was broken. An oath is simply just an agreement between you and that other person. In this case, it's going to be the Hebrews with that contract, having that contract with the nation of Israel and the Most High. But now it's being broken. And because of that, we have to start over. Like understand in the Bible, the Most High was going to erase the Israelites. Like we were at one point going to be the Adamites, the Mosites. Now we are Israelites. All right? Like the Most High, time and time again, we have to start over because we kept breaking our oath with the Most High. All right, now, it's going to get to a point where we are going to have a everlasting contract that's never going to be broken. All right, because Christ died for us to never have to break the law, never break that oath with the Most High. Him dying for all of Israel, not every single race of people on the earth, but for all of Israel, was so that way we had another chance and a final chance to not disrupt and break our oath again. I pray you understand. Let's keep going. I'll leave it at that. Let's go back to the Hebrew, all right? All right. 14, all right. This is Numbers chapter 6, verse 14. Wahakarab, Ath, Karabwa. Slaki. Kwarabanwa, Layahawa, Kabash, Bun, Shanathwa. Yeah. Thamayam, Akkad, Laila, Wakabash, Akath, Akath, Bath, Shanatha, Tamayama, Lakata'ath, Wayom, Akkad, Thamayam, La Shalamim. La Shalamim. Verse 15 was Saul, Matazawat, Salath, Kalah, Bala Walath, Bashaman, Wara Krayakwa, Matazawath, Asher, Mashakim, Bashaman, Wamanakafim, Wanasakakyahum, verse 16. It's like it. Waha Kriya, Hakahan, Lapania, Yahweh, Waasha, Ath, Kata'awa, Wa'ath, Ayalakwa, verse 17. Wa'ath, Ha'ayom, Yaisha, Zabat, Shalamim, La Yahweh, Al, Sol, Hamatzawat, Ayasha, Hakahan, Ath, Manakatwa, Wa'ath, Nasakwa, verse 18. Galak, Hanazayar, Hanazayar, Pathak, Ahol, Mawa'ai, Ath, Ra'ash, Nazarwa, Walakwat, Ath, Shayar, Ra'ash, Nazarwa, Wanathan, Al, Ha'ash, Ashar, Zakat, Zabak, Hashalamim, verse 19. Walakwat, Hakahan, Ath, Hazarai, Bashalah, Man, Hayol, Wakalah, Mataza'ah, Akath, Man, Hazor, Shalakim, Rakwakia, Shalakim, Rakwayak, Mataza'ah, Akkad, Wanathan, Al, Kapia, Anaziar, Akar, Hatta Galakwa, Ath, Nazarwa, verse 20, last verse. Waha Nayak, Awatham, Hakahan, Tanawapa, Lapania, Yahweh, Kudash, Hawa'ah, Lakahan, Al, Kazah, Hatanawapa, Wa'al, Shawak, Hatar Wama, Wakar. All right. Washatan, Hanaziyar, Yayun. And that's it on that. Slap it up. All right. Let's go back into the English. This is Numbers chapter 6, verse 14. And he shall offer his offering unto the Lord, one he-lamb of the first year without blemish for a burnt offering, and one ewe-lamb of the first year without blemish for a sin offering, and one ram without blemish for a peace offering. 15. And a basket of unleavened bread, cakes of fine flour mingled with oil, and wafers of unleavened bread anointed with oil, and their meat offering and their drink offerings. 16. And the priest shall bring them before the Lord, and shall offer his sin offering and his burnt offering. 17. And he shall offer the ram for a sacrifice of peace offerings unto the Lord, with a basket of unleavened bread. The priest shall offer also his meat offering and his drink offering. 18. And the Nazarite shall shave the head of his separation at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and shall take the hair of the head of his separation, and put it in the fire which is under the sacrifice of the peace offerings. 19. And the priest shall take the sodden soldier of the ram, and one unleavened cake out of the basket, and one unleavened wafer, and shall put them upon the hands of the Nazarite, after the hair of his separation is shaven. Verse 20. And the priest shall wave them for a wave offering before the Lord. This is holy for the priest, with the waved breast and heaved shoulder, and after that Nazarite may drink wine. So just give me 1 second here. One second. All right. So now the part that I just read, right? Numbers chapter 6, verses 14 through 20. This is now just to speed it up for a second, right? This is now, let me see, still out here. Wait a minute. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. So what I just read, Numbers chapter 6, verses 14 through 20, what we are reading is the completion of the Nazirite vow. Okay. Now, when you complete the Nazirite vow, you celebrate. All right. Now you get to eat. Now you get to drink. Now you get to be all merry. So the things that you were not able to do when you took this vow, this Nazirite vow, towards the end, once you completed it, you are now able to do those things because you are at the end of that vow, of that oath. So now you get to celebrate. Just like with the Day of Atonement, right? The Day of Atonement, you cannot eat or drink for 24 hours. You are afflicting your soul for 24 hours. You are afflicting your soul because you are denying your body the very thing that it needs in order to survive and thrive, which is eating and drinking. Okay? So, at the end of that fast, you break the fast with eating and drinking, right? With the Day of Atonement. However, with this Nazirite vow, you are now able to drink. You're now able to eat. You're now able to do the things that you were not able to do at the start of this Nazirite vow. But now at the end of you completing it successfully, fulfilling it, now you're able to do whatever, okay? Lawfully, of course, right? All right, moving on. Let's go back into the Hebrew. All right, where are we? Let's see, 20 minutes. Okay. All right. One moment. Salaki, give me 1 second there. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me see something. Hold on. Right. Okay. Let me see. Oh, okay. Time. All right. This is Numbers chapter 6, verse 21. Za'ath. Thawarath. Hanaziar. Ashar. Yadar. Kwarabanwa. La Yahweh. Al. Nazarwa. Malabad. Ashar. Thashayad. Yadwa. Tapya. Nadarwa. Ashar. Yadar. Khan. Yaisha. Al. Darath. Nazarwa. Verse 22. Wayadabar Yahweh Al Mashah La'amar. Verse 23. Dabar Al Aharon Wa'om Banyawa La'amar Ka Ta Barakwa Af Banya Yasha'ala Amawar Laham. Verse 24. Yabarak Yahweh Vayashamarak. Verse 25. Ya'ar Yahweh Hanyawa Al-Yak Wayatanak. Sorry. No. Wayakanak. Yeah. Wayatanak. Verse 26. Yasha'ah Yahweh Hanyawa Al-Yak Yawasham Lak Shalom. Verse 27, last verse. Washamwa Af Shamya Al Vanya Yasha'ala Wa Ayanya Abarakam, and that's it on that. Clap it up. All right. Salak, give me 1 second here. All right. Salak, y'all. Kind of getting under the weather. All right. Salaki. All right, let's go back to it. All right. All right, this is Numbers chapter 6, verse 21. This is the law of the Nazarite who hath vowed, and of his offering unto the Lord for his separation, besides that his hand shall get, according to the vow which he vowed, so he must do after the law of his separation. 22. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, 23. Speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, on this wise ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, 24. The Lord bless thee and keep thee. 25. The Lord make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee and given thee peace. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them. Now that right there is a prayer that we just read, all right? And furthermore, what that last part between verse 21 through 27 is speaking about is the Most High's protection and favor. And it's also a blessing upon those who take on the vow. All right? And how the Most High is with you. That's what it's speaking about. Okay? All right. Now we're going to go into chapter 7. Like it. All right, let's see. All right. Let's go back into the Hebrew, okay? One moment. Okay. All right. Okay. One moment, Salakia. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. This is Numbers chapter 7, verse 1. Oh, so let me see something. 7. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right, Numbers chapter 7, verse 1. What haya Bayawam Kalath Mashah Lahaquayam Av Hamashakan Waya Mashak Athwa Waya Kodash Athwa Wa'ath Call Yuwa Wa'ath Hamazabak Wa'ath Call Yuwa Waya Masha Waya Mashakim Waya Mashaka Salaki, goddamn. Waya Waya Mashakatham Waya Kodash Atham, verse 2. Waya Karatwa Nashiyashia Yasha'ala Ra'ashia Bayath Abatham Hum Nasha'aya Hamata'ath Hum Ha'amatyim Al Hapaquatyim, verse 3. Waya Ba'awa Ath Karaban Karaban Lapanya Yahweh Shasha Agalath Taza'ab Washanya Ashar Bakwar Agalah Al Shanya Hanasha'ayim Washawar La'akad Wayakarabanwa Wa'atham Lapanya Hamashakan, verse 4. Wayadabar Yahweh Al Shah La'amar, verse 5. Kwak Ma'atham Wahayawa La'abad Ath Abadath Ahol Mawa'ai wa Wanathatha, Awtham, Al, Halayim, Ayash, Kapya, Abadathwa. Verse 6. Wayakwak, Mashah, Ath, Hagalath, Wa'ath, Habakwar, Wayathan, Awatham, Al, Halawa, Halaya. Verse 7, last verse. Ath, Shathia, Hagalath, Wa'ath, Arabiath, Habakwar, Nathan, Lapanya, Garashan, no, Kapya, Abatham, Abadathium. And that's it on that. Thumbs up. All right. Let's go ahead and speed this up for a little bit. Chapter 7, verse 1. And it came to pass on the day that Moses had fully set up the tabernacle and had anointed it and sanctified it and all the instruments thereof, both the altar and all the vessels thereof, and had anointed them and sanctified them. 2, that the princes of Israel, heads of the houses of their fathers, who were the princes of the tribes, and were over them that were numbered, offered. 3, and they brought their offerings before the Lord, 6 covered wagons, and 12 oxen, a wagon for 2 of the princes, and for each one an oxen. And they brought them before the tabernacle. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Take it of them, that they may be to do the service of the tabernacle of the congregation. And thou shalt give them unto the Levites, to every man according to his service. 6, and Moses took the wagons and the oxen and gave them unto the Levites. 2 wagons and 4 oxen he gave unto the sons of the Gershon according to their service. All right, so let me see. Okay, so pretty much verses 1 through 7 is speaking about the duties and services of what the Gershons and the Levites were responsible for. Once again, just like a few chapters ago, there were certain people that were responsible for certain valuables of the temple, as far as transporting and traveling these goods or these valuables to the next place. Now we're seeing again what service and duty and office is being handed over to who, and what exactly is being offered, and what exactly their responsibility, their service is. That's the point of verses 1 through 7 right now. All right, let's go ahead and get 8 through 14. 6, okay. All right, let's go back to the Hebrew. Numbers chapter 7, verse 8. Wa'ath, Arabai, Ha'igalath, Wa'ath, Shamanath, Habakwar, Nathan, Labanya, Mariah, Kapya, Ibatham, Bayad, Ayathamar, Bun, Aharon, Hakahan, verse 9, Walabanya, Kwahath, La'ah, Nathan, Kiyah, Abadath, Hakodash, Alaham, Bakatha. Yasha'awa, verse 10. Wayakara'at Salahi. Wayakarabwa. Hanasha'ayim. Ath. Salahi, y'all bear with me, give me a second. All right. Salahi, where I leave off at. All right. Ath. Kanakath. Hamazabat. Bayawam. Hamashak. Athwa. Bayakarabwa. Hanasha'ayim. Salakia. Ath. Quaraban. Lapanya. Hamazabat. Verse 11. Wayamar Yahweh Al Mashah Nasha'ah Akkad Layawam Nasha'ah Akkad Layawam Yakarabwa Ath Karaban La Kanaka Hamazabat, verse 12. Wahaya Hamakara Bayawam Harashwan Ath Karabanwa Nakashwan Bun Salakia I'm Nadab La Mata'a Yahawada, verse 13. Wa Karabanwa Para'ath Kasab Akath Shalashim Wama'ah Mashakwal, Mazarat, Akkad, Kasab, Shabayim, Shakwal, Bashakwal, Hakodash, Shanahum, Mala'ayim, Salah, Ba'al Wallah, Bashaman, Salahi, La Manaka, La Manaka, Salahi, La Manaka. Oh yeah, there we go, Salahi. Good night. Where am I? Verse 14, last verse. Ka, Akat, Asherah, Zahab, Mala'ah, Quatarath. And that's it on that. All right. You just got a slave? Oh, okay. Kind of. Yeah, I did a couple hours earlier and just came straight here.
Okay. I didn't know I was actually coming.
I think he was a little busy at the moment.
Okay.
I was gonna say we about to end it. Say I got one.
When did you start?
I started like an hour ago.
I thought it's already at 1.
No, it was just okay. So a couple of weeks ago, it started at 1 because of my schedule.
Oh.
Otherwise, usually it starts at 12.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it just last couple of weeks it's been kind of weird as far as my schedule. I've been trying to get it worked out as far as a slave because I've been telling them. Yeah, no,
okay.
Yeah.
That's been here earlier.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, no, it's the wild though. Yeah, it's the wild. But let me see here. All right, so let me go back to the English. So this is Numbers chapter 7, verse 8. All right. So I'll speed you up. So we started in chapter 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 5. Now we're in chapter 7. So pretty much what's going on is in chapter 5 it was speaking about how the Levites, you know how they use dice to cast lots to make a decision based on anything, right?
Right.
So now the scenario in chapter 5 was a man bringing his woman on charges for suspicion of her possibly sleeping around on him, whoring on him. And so now we don't do this today, but at one point in time, to determine if that woman was a whore or not, the priest would sweep up the dust of the temple and put it in a cup with water, and the woman would have to drink it.
Wow.
Now, if she drunk it and she threw it up, it means that she was a whore. All right. Not there's more to it, but I'm just giving you the fast version, right? Now, if she drunk it and she did not throw up, then she wasn't a whore. So it was a judgment thing. You know what I mean? So that was that. But now today, of course, we don't do that because, we don't have that temple anymore that was built by Solomon. It's destroyed. It's gone. The heathens, took it over, blah, 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 right? So now today, of course, what is still here is the priests and the prophets. So if there's a situation like that happens today, we will just go to who? The priests and the prophets. You will call for counsel. Now, however, there's some times where that man or that woman will definitely run for the council. They won't be a part of the council at all because they are too scared. They are cowards, or they will be found out to be innocent or not. You know what I mean? And that's how that goes right now. All right. So that's where we are. Then of course a Nazarite vow. You know what a Nazarite vow is, right? Where you take an oath to the Lord. It has to be, bear record by the priest, and if you break it, there's consequences. If you don't, there's a reward. So yeah, we just got to that part.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, past that part. Now speaking about where the brothers the brothers is actually taking care of the service and responsibilities of the valuables of the temple. So for example, the horn, the scrolls, the menorah, they are carrying and traveling with all these things as far as the temple. So that's the point that we are, going to. And this part I'm really just going to speed past because it's just going to pretty much reiterate all of that. So I'm going to just go back into the English just real quick. Numbers chapter 7, verse, what I say, 8? Yeah, verse 8. And 4 wagons and 8 oxen he gave unto the sons of Merari, according unto their service under the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest. So just laying down their job and their duties. Verse 9. But unto the sons of Kahath he gave none, because the service of the sanctuary belonging unto them was that they should bear upon their shoulders. Verse 10, and the princess offered for dedicating of the altar in the day that it was anointed. Even the princes offered their offerings before the altar. 11, and the Lord said unto Moses, they shall offer their offering each prince on his day for the dedicating of the altar. So pretty much this is the Most High saying that each prince and priest that is taking care of the responsibilities of the temple, they have to make a sacrifice in the temple. All right. Verse 12. And he that offered his offering the first day was Nahshon, the son of that's a lie. I don't know how to say that damn word. Aminadab of the tribe of Judah. 13. And his offering was 1 silver charger. The weight thereof was 130 shekels. 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels after the shekel of the sanctuary. Both of them were full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. 14. 1 spoon of 10 shekels of gold full of incense. Now, also, too, another thing is prophets and priests, a lot of them in the scriptures, a lot of them in the scriptures were actually rewarded for the duties that they done. So just think about prophets and priests being on payroll, so to speak, all right? Because, the work of the Lord, like you have to wonder, how did these brothers travel and how did they, eat and do this, that, and the third, because they, the people took care of them.
Right.
And the Levites were actually, paid. At this time in the first 5 books of Moses, the Levites were the prophets and the priests. All the other tribes were not considered priests yet. The reason why, me being a Judite, the reason why I'm a priest today is because of the new covenant that we have, which is, Christ. Okay, now everybody is, every tribe now could be a priest and a prophet because of the new covenant. All right, because before then we were just considered Hebrews. Now, because we have Jacob, Isaac, and Abraham, which are our forefathers, now we are able to be, priests and prophets, each tribe. All right. So now let's go ahead and finish off with 15 through 21, and then that's it. All right. Let me see. Let's go back to the Hebrew. This is Numbers chapter 7, verse 15. All right. Par, Akkad, Bun, Baquar, Ayol, Akkad, Kabash, Akkad, Bun, Shanathwa, Laila, verse 16. Shayar, Izam, Akkad, Lakata'ath, verse 17. Walazabat, Ashalamyam, Baquar, Shanyam, Auyam, Kamashah, Atawadyam, Kamashah, Kabashim, Banya, Shana, Kamashah, Za, Karaban, Nakashawan, Bun, Amadab, verse 18, Bayawam, Hashanya, Hakarah, Nathan All, Bun, Tazawar, Nasha'ah, Yashakar, verse 19, Hakarah, Ath, Karabunwa, Quarath, Kasap, Akath, Shalashim, Wama'ah, Mashakwal, Mazarat, Akkad, Kasap, Shabayim, Shakwal, Bashakwal, Hakodach, Shanahum, Mala'ayim, Mala'ayim, Salath, Ba'al, Bashaman, Lamanah, verse 20, Kap, Akath, Asherah, Zahab, Mala'ah, Quatarath, verse 21, last verse, Par, Akkad, Bun, Aquar, Ayal, Akkad, Kabash, Akkad, Bun, Shanathwa, Laila, and that's it on that. Had a few tongue twisters in there. All right. All right, this is Numbers chapter 7, verse 15. One young bullock, and one ram, one lamb of the first year for a burnt offering. One kid of the goats for a sin offering. Also, too, there's a lot of fake, the fake Jewish who look at the Bible as a very physical book in a very, indoctrinated way. So every time every time someone mentions, a kid of the goats, it's literally just speaking about a young version of the goat. All right, you know what I mean? So like a lot of people think that, it's actually speaking about real kids and stuff like that, which is absolutely weird. Like Captain Tazaria, he went out to Israel back in 2016, 2017, something like that. And he found out that Jewish don't eat certain cuts of meat, as far as like beef, because they think it's a sin to eat a kid goat. You know what I mean? When the scriptures don't say that. All right. So yeah, let me see. Verse 17. And for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Nahshon, the son of Amminadab. Verse 18. On the second day, Nethal, the son of Zor, prince of Issachar, did offer. Verse 19. He offered for his offering 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour, mingled with oil for a meat offering. Verse 20, 1 spoon of gold of 10 shekels, full of incense. Verse 21, 1 young bullock and 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering. So once again, this entire chapter is going to keep saying the same thing over and over and over again, right? It's talking about how each person had to make an offering. You had a meat offering, a peace offering, and I believe a drink offering. So these are all different offerings that are, for the Most High in this temple. All right. And honestly, when you think about it, anytime we do like a feast, we are doing the same thing. All right, we are doing this the same exact thing. When it goes down to the teaching, to the service, to the eating, to the celebration, all of that. We are doing this all in celebration in honor of the Most High. When you look at all the holidays of man, it represents nothing but vanity, literally vanity. And majority of the holidays that are created by men come from the other, from the Roman Empire, the Greek Empire, and stuff like that, which is all surrounded, evilness. As you know, Sunday through Saturday is based off of not real gods, but it's gods that the heathens serve, and then the months as well. So if you know about January that's coming up, New Year's, it's the god of Janus. You know what I mean? So you got February, May, and March, and all this other stuff, right? All concerning gods. And in our culture, there's no such thing as a January through December. How you say month, it'll be month 1, month 2, all the way to 12. And our first first month of the year would be Passover. So whichever month that is, that's month 1. Now it can change every year based off the cycles of the moon. All right. So like this upcoming year, April 4th, that would be, how you say month in Hebrew is Kadash. You know what I mean? It's the Ka, the Da, and the Sha, Kadash. You know what I mean? So that's month. All right. And then 1 is Akkad. All right. Akkad. 2 is Shanya. 3 is Shalash. 4 is Arabai. The list goes on. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, so that's the point of that. So, catch us next Saturday, Lord allow, as we finish off chapter 7, going all the way to, I believe, verse or chapter 10, all right? So with that being said, I imagine, which means to stand. So like, is it out of here to you? No? Yeah, I think I'm getting sick.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel weird, but it's the I gotta catch before I catch me.
Mm.
All right, let's get it. Say the prayers, get out of here. All right, once again, I imagine once we stand, find the upper down, means to rise and face the east. All right. All right, this is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shukah, Yahweh, Malak Watka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barakazah, Kawan, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathalanawa, Lakam, Kol, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawatnawa, Wala'a, Taba'anawa, Wanasayawan, Apo, Hawashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Watapara, La Awalamu, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Amen. The cock, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Babakashah, Nathalanawa, the cock, Larpa'ah, Karmakala, Wakarmadawa, the cock, Latahar, Hamatazarian, the cock, so like Lahakim, Hamathium, the cock, Arakawaf, Hatsama'ala, Lagarshin, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Tawad Amun. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushai, thank you. So be it. Right. Bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barak Danawa, Wayasha'ala, Wahabayath, Saparium, Barak, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Tawada Amun. What we just said was, Lord, in the name of Yahushai, bless us in Israel, in the school, in the name of Yahushai, thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'ah, Ayanya, Aharia, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wairakazah, Ayathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Jazalka, Ayad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Mukharai, Yashamar, Aflapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'afka, Wabawatka, Mayatha, Well, I will In the English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help coming from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, for this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Adam Yalakah, Alta Karash, Wa Alta Shakwat, Al Kayahana, Awabika, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Imaka, Yarayamwa, Sawadah, Wayatha, Yatazawa, Al Tazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakak Yadam, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwada, Kayab, Nawatazawa, Laba, Yakatwa, Awyaka, Baryath, Yakarathwa, Ahoya, Adawam, Wayashamai Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wa'garyam, Gabal, Waimawan, Waimalak, Palashaf, Amyashabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zerwa, Labanya Lawa, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamadyan, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabian, Banakol, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayan, Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shethamwa, Nada, Yamawa, Kaira, Okazabak, Okatazol, Manai, Kol, Nasia Kamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Narasha, Lanawa, Naawa, Alahayim, Alahayab, Shethamwa, Kagogala, Kakwach, Lapanya Rawaka, Ka'ach, Sabiria Ira, Wakalapa, Talahat, Hari, Khan, Thordakma, Basarika, Wapasa, Wapathka, Talaham, Mala'a, Panyaham, Palawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shukab, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Waya, Wahova, Idai, Waya, Kaparwa, Waya, Abatwa, Waya, Da'aiwa, Kaya, Atha, Shukab, Yahweh, Labatka, Ayuwan, Call, Haratazah. That's a long one, boy. That's Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they are consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and Hagarians, Cabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the habitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, doing to them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make them nobles like a rib, and like Zeb. Yea, are the princes as a Bob, and as a Muna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, as the flames set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Lord, let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right, power instructions. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses, punishment, destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, in the school, to evils and curses, and punishment, destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel, that refuse to give to the school, force their riches, to enter thy sanctuary, to evils and curses, and punishment, destruction to the Edomites, and the nations, and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Pantskamatazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seeks to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael and Gabriel come down to flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always. So be it. All right, Sar, which makes the turn. All right. Oh, it's not. Oh, I should know. My bad. Yeah. All right, courtesy salute. This for the men first. I imagine my Shabbat. I imagine Barak. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Yahweh Matah, hands to the side. Courtesy salute for the sisters. I imagine my Shabbat. I imagine Barak. Yahweh Shemar Alatah Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That's my top. Class dismissed. Clap it up. All right. Shalom, Israel.